chat. Let some people get in. Can y'all hear me now? What's up, y'all? It's the Boys Club. Y'all know what it is. Every Wednesday, 7:30. I don't know what's up with this phone, bro. That's better? Okay, good. It's low, but it's better. Alright, where's Sean Price, man? I don't have time for this shit. We get Sean in. Where's Sean? Sean, let's get this thing started, man. We're already getting late. The Knicks is on. This is starting to annoy me right now. Sean Prez, where's Sean Prez? Let's get this thing locked in, man. It's always like what? I don't know. Let's try this, maybe. Hello, y'all hear me now? Prez, where is Sean Prez?
Yo,
What's up? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Don't worry about it. I mean, last week it was doing that too, Rich.
All right.
I mean, it started like last week it was fuzzy, and that nasty static, but it cleared right up once you let me in. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's Wednesday night. Y'all know how we do. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I am Sean Prez. That is Rich Dallas, and collectively we are the Boys Club. So shout out to everybody who rock with us week over week. Shout out to my man, I am Joe Paul. I see you. My man Soji, I see you. Just everybody who rocks with us week over week. Antoinette, Esby, the whole nine. Okay. For anybody, if this is your first time, this is straight. I don't even know how else to put it. It's just straight relationship talk coming from a man's point of view. So whatever we say, it's our opinions. It's two men's opinions. It's not the collective. It's our opinion. And we just have very, very real dialogue between the both of us. So if you are in a relationship, you don't understand why your man is moving the way he's moving, or if you're trying to get into a relationship and you're trying to understand why men think the way that they think, listen to the Boys Club. Okay, Rich, you with me?
Yep.
Get your joint centered. How do I look? Is it bright enough in here? Is all that?
Same. I don't know. You got a new ball.
Okay.
That's that a new ball?
Am I bright? I'm trying.
No.
I'm not bright.
No.
Okay, we just gonna go with it. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yo, Rich, I want to spend a good amount of time on this because I think it's necessary. So this might be a little different, Boys Club. Maybe it'll be all the same. Who knows? But 50 Cent, I've been locked into this thing for the last week and a half, right? Just to give everybody backstory on this, 50 Cent's son came out. Initially, he said $6,700 was not enough money for child support. But then he did this, and the whole world ate him up, right? But then he did this TMZ interview. And essentially he was like, yo, I'm open to having a conversation with my father if he's open to have a conversation with me. So just look at this as an olive branch, right? 50 Cent went on the Breakfast Club this morning, and essentially he don't want a relationship with his son. He's like, yo, if my child wanted a relationship with me, he would have hit me direct. He wouldn't have went to TMZ. He's looking for publicity. And the way that he talks about his child, as a father, on one hand, I understand it. I do. And on another hand, it's disheartening. So I just want to get your thoughts. Is 50 out of line Um, as a
Nope.
parent, is he being too harsh? Is he judging this kid on street rules as opposed to understanding this is my flesh and my blood?
Yo, listen, I don't care about street rules. I don't care about nothing. People are human beings. At the end of the day, you're a human being. Now, what I got from today's interview, when I saw all the stuff that happened, 50 said he was giving his baby moms, that lady, $500,000 a year. He said he was giving her $500,000 a year. And she wanted more. And he took her to, and he took himself and put himself on child support because he knew that the woman wasn't deserving of what she was giving. He was giving her way more because that's what you do. If you're a father, you go above and beyond, and you be like, yo, he go 500. And Marquise is 25, bro. And I said this the last time we had this conversation. Marquise is 25. Nigga didn't go to college. He's 7 years removed from child support. 7 years removed from child support. You didn't want to have this conversation earlier. You didn't try to have this conversation earlier. I don't knock Keith because you get it how you get it. And if you living with your custodial parent is your mom, then you're hearing that side of the story. You're hearing that. You're hearing her complain. Then you going against your father. And we all know how 50 is. Not to defend him, but we know how 50 is. So why would we expect him to be like that in any other kind of way, shape, or form? He is who he is. He's been that person. He's always been that person. So with that being said, it's like, I don't know how you could expect anything more from this dude when he's already told you who he was. He's always been who he was. His little man's mother is out somewhere, and she could be possibly with Puff based on that, and he smashes her on the blog. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what he like. 50 is who 50 is, and like I said, I'm not defending him, and I'm not hating on Keith, but 7 years removed. And this is what you're doing now, 7 years later, you on TMZ and all that stuff. You ain't called your father. You ain't figured out a way to get with your father in the last 7 years. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know if it's a cry for attention. I don't know if maybe he want to get into something. Maybe this is what he think he got to do to get 50's attention and make him pay attention to him. But this was a bad attempt at that. And if you know 50, and if you've seen 50 move for the last 20 some odd years, you knew this wasn't a good decision, and you knew Marquise was playing it wrong, and he should have absolutely did this shit behind closed doors because, quite frankly, I don't know that this was a well thought out plan. Let's just put it like that.
Okay. I hear everything you're saying. And whatever I'm about to say, it's not that I agree or disagree. I'm just raising points. And I wanted to come into this, and that's why I say this might be a little different. Maybe it's a little bit of the same, but we predominantly attract women who listen to us week over week. And when we're speaking from a male's point of view, I don't know that these women see what they're doing as wrong, and understanding that although you may be the custodial parent, you may have primary custody, there's another human being on the other side of this who is 50% of that child. They love that child as much as you do. They do. And to be told by the courts when you can see your child, when you can have him, you have to give the mother 48 hours in advance before you can pick the child up. You're responsible for paying child support and school clothes and summer camps and all of that stuff. And then in some cases, according to 50, but let's just speak in general terms here, women, they poison their kids, intentionally or unintentionally. And then this happens. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My heart breaks for that little boy. It does, Rich.
I can understand that.
It does. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You know, you just now was saying we know who 50 is. We do. But niggas, like, where's the line? Like, it's your child, right? Like I can understand if you don't want to mess with him, but to publicly say things like, you know, I don't think the relationship will work. The way he speaks about his child, though, he doesn't even know like he's just another dude in the street. I don't care, you know, maybe that's the way 50 moves. And maybe he was pushed to this position. And I'm just trying to open up a conversation between me and you, because there's somebody out there. Maybe it's a guy who has primary custody of his kid. There's a woman who has primary custody of the kid. And they are literally manipulating these children, that these children are now thinking their thoughts. And they have this disdain and this skewed view of the other parent. And they don't even know where it comes from. And because of that, this child suffer. In the end, it's Marquise who's suffering. Like, let's just keep it real. Marquise, forget 50's baby mother, forget 50. There is a 25-year-old man who, it seems like now, he's come to a point in his life. I'm an adult. I want to hear your side of things.
Nah, come on, Sean. He's been an adult for 7 years.
No, that's not real. That's not true, Rich. You're saying
talk to your bro. You know how this hits me. Of all people, so don't do this.
Okay,
you know
fair
how this
enough.
hits me. If you have a situation, you make a decision. At some point, you have to say, Mom, I want a relationship with my father. The shit that y'all are doing is keeping me from a relationship with my father. This kid is 7 years removed from high school, 7 years removed from child support. Mom, I need a relationship. The shit y'all are doing is keeping me. If you 50 has always made you choose a line. That's who he is. He has always made you choose. He is not the dude that you're going to waffle with. You're not going to sit here and go lay up with me and kick it with me and then go to your mother's house while your mother trash me. If it's fuck you, it's fuck all y'all. That's who he has been. That's who he has been. So to think that this man is going to be anything other than what he's been, then you're wrong. And if Marquise wanted a relationship, he's supposed to step up. He's supposed to say, yo, Mom, I want a relationship with my father. Y'all are keeping me from having that. And if he's the custodial parent, then he's supposed to tell 50 that. Yo, Fifth, Dad, I want a relationship with my mom, and you keeping me from that. The kid at some point, yo, I can't keep co-signing these fucking grown-ass kids who just allow their mother to do that or allow their father to do that. Because the reality is, at some point, it's like you just said, the realest shit you said is it's Marquise who's being hurt. It's Marquise who's being hurt. So at what point do you tell your parents as a grown person that I want a relationship with the other person? You two niggas need to grow up because you're keeping me from my father or you're keeping me from my mother. At what point do the kids have to say that? And at 25 years old, it's too fucking late, bro. It's too late. Now, I'm not saying that 50's right. I'm not saying that this ain't his blood. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be open to a relationship with this kid, with this man, because Marquise is 25 now, so he's a grown-ass man. But the reality is, we know who you are, bro, and you can only think like yourself. And this is 18 years, and 50 said he was giving her 500 grand, and she wanted more, and he took himself to child support. He put himself on child support based on what he said. He put himself on child support because he knew that this woman was doing more than what she was supposed to be doing, and she was doing the fucking most. And then she got stuck with $6,700 a month, which ain't fucking chicken feed, but it also ain't $500,000 a year neither. So now they're going on this tirade. They're talking shit. Marquise is taking jabs. All while he's a child, he's taking jabs. Like, we can't forget, we can't summarily dismiss that shit because we know who we dealing with. So you taking jabs. This is the nigga we know that got the whole memory of a fucking elephant. This don't forget shit. So what I'm saying is, the media, the people who are watching and looking around, we saw what Marquise was doing. We saw the jabs. So I'm not saying that 50 right. I'm just saying you can only be who you are. And at some point, the mother got to take responsibility, and the child has to do the same thing and take responsibility. So if in fact, whatever the case may be, and there's some underlying shit that none of us here know, all I'm doing is going based on what I know personally and what we both heard and read, and that's all we can do is discuss that. So do I think Marquise and Fifth should make up and be good and have a relationship? That would be amazing. But under the circumstances, I think that at 18 to 25, 7 years, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible at that point, because every day that you don't fix this is a day that is still broke, right? You understand? Does that make sense? Like every day that this goes, every day that this goes untapped, unfixed, he doesn't, like, he needs to go, like, whatever the situation is, there's another day in life that a man has moved on without you. He's moved on without you. So now here you are at 25 and you reaching out, and I don't even know if dude want to hear you. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I can just tell you that as a human being, people just can only be who they are.
Okay. This is a dope conversation, and it's a much needed conversation, Rich, because people need to hear this. And you know, you get emotional, I get emotional. We're watching Fifth and the way he's dealing with this. Ladies, if you finding yourself in a situation like this, just understand there's a human being. Like 50 Cent, I don't care what he say. You keep saying we know who Fifth is. I'm gonna tell you something. That nigga's hurt. 50 is hurt.
Absolutely.
I'm a grown man, and I'm looking at him, and there's a certain level of bravado that I know he has to move with because of the same image that he's created that you're speaking about. But ain't nowhere in the world he can look at that boy and not see himself.
Absolutely.
And
spitting image.
Spitting image of him.
Yeah.
And for that to be his firstborn, and this is the way it turned out. Like this is his firstborn that looks just like him. And this is how this story unfolded. I can tell you as a grown man, as a father, 50 is hurting. He is. Maybe he ain't gonna show it to Marquise, maybe he ain't gonna show it to nobody else, and maybe he's gonna internalize that. And when it comes out as I don't give a F. I don't care about him. I don't care about restoring the relationship. But I know in my heart and in my soul, that man hurts, right? But this is such a great conversation because people use kids as pawns. They use kids as the way, okay, if we're not together, then you don't get little Johnny. You don't get Brittany. I'm getting primary, what is that? The custodial custody, and you gonna go through me for everything. And what they don't understand is this. Now you're looking at this and you're saying from 18 to 25, he should have known better. He should have reached out. Rich, the nigga been poisoned since 0. Like you think that poison comes out of this boy's brain? The clock strikes 18, and now by society, I'm a grown man, and every one of those seeds that my mother planted that now have become weeds and they become a forest. You think all of a sudden it just dies? And now everything that I've been thinking for 18 years, I got a clear thought and I can think my own. Hold on, I'll let you speak. Now I can think my own thoughts. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. We know, what is that? Stockholm syndrome, where people get kidnapped and then they start empathizing with their kidnapper and the person who's taking them hostage. Imagine somebody take you hostage for 18 years and they start telling you, yo, the reason that we're living like this is because of the people over there and this, that, and the third. You think their thoughts. And I'm not saying Marquise is right. I'm just saying people need to look at this situation. And if you find yourself manipulating your child or your children, stop it. If you find yourself talking on the phone to your girlfriends and you're bashing your baby father, you're not quite talking to your kids, but they are within earshot. You know they can hear, but technically you're not saying nothing to them. What do you think is going to happen? But go ahead.
Okay, I hear everything you just said. And what it just sounded like to me is that this is a two-way street. You are the custodial parent. You're in charge of that kid. You're in charge of that kid's best interest. You're in charge of that kid's well-being. If you're going to sit there and you're going to talk bad about the child's father in front of him, and we've moved on from the 50 situation. Let's just get on. This is a whole. This is
Correct.
This is a bigger picture. That was
Correct.
just a conduit to get into the conversation. Understood. I am not 100 years removed from being a 16-year-old. I knew at some point I wanted a relationship with my father. I wanted to meet my father. I wanted to talk to my father. I wanted to be in the vicinity of my father. So at that point,
Hold on. Hold your thought. Are you talking your personal life right now?
I'm talking in general.
Okay, go ahead.
Talking in
All
general.
right.
So at
Okay.
some point, you want to be a part of your father's life. At that point in time, and I mean, everybody, like, I don't know when that time comes, you know what I'm saying? But I know that at some point, you're like, yo, what's up? Because every kid does it, right? Every kid does it. The mother, so all I'm saying is that this is a two-way street. If you're poisoning the kid and the father no longer wants to be around because you've poisoned the kid, and now it just becomes a financial situation where he's not coming around, he's not seeing you, y'all ain't hitting it off, you don't care to see him, all you hear about is what mom says at home, you can't stand the nigga, you think he's a piece of shit. There's two sides to every story. There's two sides to every story, and for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So as many times as women are mad at the men for something that the man did, then the woman does what she does, and that's not right either. Because now you're poisoning your child against the father, and when the father washes his hands and says, you know what? I'm not finna be disrespected. I'm not finna be shitted on. I'm not finna, you think that this is who I am? And you have not even made an effort to come and figure it out for yourself? Because it's your story, my story, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. So if you are going to grind with your mother and you aren't even going to investigate, or you don't have enough courtesy or respect or love for your father to say, yo, mom, I hear what you're saying, but I got to see for myself. Like, let at least allow me to make my decision based on my own intel. I need to make a decision based on the intel that I've accomplished, that I've figured out. I need that. So with that being said, let me figure it out. And this doesn't mean that I can't be on walking on eggshells because I think that maybe I want to talk to my father, and I don't want my mother to be mad at me. I don't want my mother to be like, yo, that's fucked up. I raised you. That nigga ain't do nothing. Yada, 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 yada. I can't be walking on eggshells because I want to meet my father. At the end of the day, you should want me to meet my father. And if my father is open for me meeting him and actually being in his life, then regardless of what your situation is, because it didn't work out, it has nothing to do with me because I'm the person that's in the middle. And that's all I'm saying. So in the bigger scheme of things, she was wrong for poisoning dude, the little man, against her son, excuse me, against his father, and keeping him and putting that energy in him and getting him to the point where he felt it was okay to disrespect his father. And the father was like, oh, word, so this is what we doing? Y'all playing this game? Oh, say less, nigga. Say less. Fuck you. You'll need me again. You'll want to meet me again. You'll want to figure it out. And when you do come at that time, it's going to be fuck you, little nigga. It's going to be fuck you. You know why? Because this is the time right now that this opportunity is that you, at some point, you can't just let nobody shit on me and I'm going to be okay with it and use your age and your whatchamacallit as a crutch. You ain't just going to disrespect me and say things because now it's you and your mother, y'all teaming up, and then at 25 years old, you want to come to me and be like, yo, my bad, my nigga. My bad. You was right. You was right. What's good? Can we kick it? Hey, I'm your father. You've disrespected me for quite some time, my friend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I'm okay with that. So now it's both parents' fault. And I ain't saying that is right or wrong. I'm just saying that the truth of the matter is human beings do human being things and hurt people. And that's just the way it is. And I can't justify it. And I'm not sitting here trying to justify it. But like you said, I'm going to say the same thing you said. Women, be careful how you set your children up and how your children move against their fathers on your behalf. Because at some point, that daddy is going to say, oh, word? Like you said, Sean, this is a 50-50 venture. Having babies is a 50-50 venture. So if you're going to ride with your mother 100% and you're going to shit on your father off your mother's, whatever issues your mother have with him, then just be prepared to ride it out with mom to the end. Don't come back to me. Don't come back to me later on. You drew your line in the sand. You know what side you was on. You didn't even try to play the fence. You didn't go to her and say, let me make my own decisions. And I ain't saying that a kid shouldn't do that. Because 9 out of 10, the custodial parent is always going to be right. Because they're in your face every day. They get to give you that everyday, you know what I'm saying, knowledge of what you think, of what they think you are. So I can't blame Marquise for that. I can blame Marquise for not growing and saying, yo, at some point, I need to see for myself without it having gone this far. And now you on TMZ, and this is how you move. So I don't know if he's calling 50 on the one-on-one. I don't know if he did that. I don't know if he sent text messages. I don't know what he did. Nobody knows. We just know what's out in the public. I'm just saying, be careful how you raise these children, because a lot of dudes is not going to be out here and dealing with the nonsense and the disrespect, and then you come back to me later on and be like, yo, my bad, my nigga. My mom's told me you was bugging, but now that I know better, what's good? No, nigga, it's fuck you then, and now it's fuck you some more, and it'll be fuck you when you're 30, and it'll be fuck you when you're 35, because I'm fully prepared to die old and lonely without you in my life. I made that decision when you was 22.
Okay, you went somewhere in the conversation before we switch subjects. I want to tap into this because you went somewhere that I wanted to go. And I think that people really need to pay close attention to this. It starts, right? It starts with two parents not getting along. For whatever reason, we break up. One of us involves the child. One of us plant seed, plant seed, plant seed, plant seed. Day after day, week after week, year after year. And that child starts living your thoughts. The child starts seeing life through your vernacular. The child no longer sees the reality for what it is. Hey, my father might have been a dirtbag to my mother, but he's actually very good to me. This guy actually wants to see me. This guy picks me up when he's supposed to. This guy dotes all over me. But because those seeds have been planted, I'm not giving this nigga a shot. I don't want nothing to do with you because that's all I know. She don't want nothing to do with you. And I see life the way she sees it.
Understood.
Even if I'm not aware of it. Because sometimes I'm sure Marquise was moving and not even aware of how he was making his other parent feel, right? But the point that I want to bring up, Rich.
You're not giving people enough credit.
No, hear me out. When he's a child, he may not have realized what he took aside. And you love your mother to death, just like when my mother was on earth, I loved her to death. Male children of a 9 out of 10 gonna side with their mothers, whether we are conscious of it or unconscious. So let's be fair, right? But there's something that happens that I need everybody to listen to. Listen to what Rich was saying. And it's something my sister always says. My sister said, yo, Sean, what our kids don't realize is after a certain age, it's a choice that we make to have a relationship with them, just like it was a choice for them to treat us right and have a relationship with us. But kids don't know any different because they're used to their parents trying to have a relationship with them. And then after a while, they get hit in the face with a reality that, oh, damn, this nigga don't mess with me. This man that has been chasing me for years trying to have a relationship, calling, I'm sending him voicemail, calling, he's leaving a voicemail and I won't call him back. He's texting me, I won't return. Now, he's made a decision. It's my choice. Now, nigga, you don't have to worry about having a relationship with me because I don't want one with you. And then when you try to reach out, when you come of age and you start to say to yourself, wait a minute, I want to hear this guy's side of the story. He's like, screw you. And I don't give you a pass. The same way Rich is like, yo, you hit a certain age, I don't give you a pass. And this is what it goes from me and your mother had something going on. You got dragged into it. But after a while, we start to feel as though, whether it's right or wrong, Rich, you should be thinking for yourself. You should know better. You should be able to see what's going on here. Now, whether the kid is able to see it or not, we on the other side of that feel as though you should. And our anger is no longer with the mother. It's with the child. And then when we hit that turn-off switch, now it's, I don't want nothing to do with you, little nigga. So you ain't got to worry about reaching out to me. And it's just a net. And this is why I always say kids are off limits. Kids are off limits. Men are human. We have feelings. We hurt. We do.
You say the same thing I said.
I know. I'm agreeing with you, Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm completely agreeing with you. We hurt. And it's unfortunate, but it's a human reaction that after a while we start to blame, we start to hold the kid accountable for their actions. Even if their actions were initially precipitated by these bad seeds that were planted in their head. So in the end, the kid loses. That's the only thing I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this and then we can leave it here.
Go ahead.
How many times has a kid come up and you be like, yo, that you tell your friends, like, and this isn't a personal situation, but we men, bro, we've all been here before. Even if it's not a personal situation, but specifically with us, we know friends that have dealt with it. How many times have you come up and be like, yo, my baby mom's, yo, my son, that nigga so disrespectful, he don't treat me like, yo, or my daughter, she don't treat me right, yo, like it's my baby mom's, man. She be planting these seeds. I know she do it. I know she do it. How many times have we heard that? And we don't hold the child accountable because at that time we understand that it's the child. It's the child being fed the bullshit. But at some point, it's gonna be like, yo, come on now, this nigga's grown. This like, and grown, I don't mean 25. By grown, I mean 15, 16, 17 years old. You in high school, you start thinking for yourself. You start coming up with your own ideology and what you think life is and what you want it to be and yada yada yada. So at what point do you, and if you're still on that, and I ain't saying that, I'm not ever gonna tell a child don't, I'm super loyal to my mother. If my mother said fuck my father, it was fuck my father. It's just what it is. But the good thing about it is my mother didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew better. Because she's an educator and she was a little bit more savvy than the next. And she knew that at one point there was that every child wants to know his family. Kids go up adopted and are loved by families to the highest degree of love. And at some point, they go out there searching for this fucking crackhead that left them in a trash can.
Yep.
And they have to find their parent. Like, we all know that that day is coming. That we all know that that day is coming. So all I'm saying is, for moms, we've watched the Halle Berry movie with Luz and Isaiah. We've watched these shits. We've seen it. We know that this is what this shit comes to. Don't set your child up for lifetimes of misery and lifetimes of hurt because during some time period you felt differently. Because the reality is, how you felt about a man when you was 18, 19, 20, or 25, whenever you got pregnant, versus how you feel about that man later on, you might have grown. You might be like, you know what, your father wasn't such a bad guy, you know, but now it's too late because there's a man out there that got shitted on for years and years and years, and that hurt is now 50. Yo, bro, 50 had a countdown to the end of child support. You think that this shit wasn't bothering him? This nigga did a whole countdown to 18. Like, come on, bro. Like all I'm saying is that just be cognizant of the shit that you do, man. Be cognizant of how you do your kids, because at some point you might change. He definitely gonna want to know his other side, and all you do is setting it up for failure later on. And now you got this 25-year-old that's out here hurt to death, talking to the blogs because his father don't want to hear him, and it's a cry for attention. And it's just a bad situation, and it could have been rectified. It could have been rectified. Now, the $500,000 a year thing, if that's what it was, when you, because I imagine you'd be pretty pissed off if somebody say you getting 500 racks a year and you go down to 6,700. I imagine that 500.
Yeah, but I don't even want to talk about that because I think this is a more general conversation. The average person that's on this live ain't getting $500,000 a year in child support. So I'm just saying the average person on this live is probably either going through this or they know somebody who's going through this.
Of course.
And I'm just telling you, stop. If you are in any way, shape, or form manipulating, planting seeds, if you are sharing your feelings with impressionable children, stop. Let them develop their own like if their father is a piece of crap, they will see that. You don't have to help them. But what if one day, just like Rich said, which happens, it's always going to happen, they're going to get of an age where they want to know the other side, where they start to think for themselves. And they do reach out. And that person on the other side is like, screw you. You missed your chance.
That's some hurtful shit.
I fault you. I fault you just like I fault your mother. I don't, there is no I don't distinguish between you and your mother. You are one of the same. And I want nothing to do with her for what she did. And I want nothing to do with you because you were an accomplice. It's
That's at
terrible.
at a certain age, you become an accomplice, Sean. At a certain
Yeah.
age, you absolutely become. In the younger years, you get a pass. You get a pass. You're not. But at some point, you become a fucking accomplice. That's a perfect word.
Okay. Switch topics.
Yo,
Stay in the
yo,
same.
real quick. Everybody's asking me where Will is. Like, yo, I don't. We're gonna get to that. But please just bear with us right now. We have a show. We do this show every week, and I know everybody saw Will in the shave room yesterday and wants the conversation. But we're gonna get to that.
We're definitely gonna get. Matter of fact, we can go in. Is Will in here?
Will,
You would.
if Will is in the room, please make yourself known because he said he was
Okay.
creating a new Instagram page for this. But for now, let's continue what we're doing.
Okay. Do me a favor. Why don't you educate me and educate the viewers on what's going on with good old Will, who is a regular to this show?
All right. So my man, Dr. Will, is
Is he a real doctor first and foremost?
he appears to be Dr. Will.
Okay,
So,
hold on, Rich. Hold on.
so now here you go. I don't know.
Okay, so it's a little fraudulent, even in the name. Is that what you're telling me?
Could be.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Go ahead.
So now, with that being said, Will has been out here between apparently. Okay, so Shade Room called me up and they was like, "Yo, Rich, we saw you on the page of this guy, Dr. Will. He calls himself Dr. Will. Apparently, y'all are friends. Y'all have hung out together." I said, "Absolutely, I know Will." And so they were like, "So what's going on with him?" So I had gotten some emails and some DMs from women that have said the same thing. Yo, we saw you in pictures with him on his page. This is what he's doing. He hustled me out of $3,000. He hustled me out of $5,000. He hustled me out of $20,000, all under the premise of doing business. So what these women were saying was that he is essentially getting with them, kicking it with them, and then hitting them with like, yo, so I got a business venture. If you wanna in, I can let you in. And then he'll take these people's money. And he's and then he go ghost on them and disappear. And this started in North Carolina and Chicago and Arizona. And these people hit me from all over the country. I'm actually gonna do a docuseries on this shit. True story. I'm gonna do a docuseries. It's like the Urban Tenders. No, it's dead ass the Urban Tenders Swindler. So I would hit Will. This is before the Shade Room even reached out to me. So I would hit Will and be like, "Yo, my nigga, like I got people in my DMs," and he'd be like, "Nah, I mess with her. This is what it is." So then the people would start hitting me and be like, "Yo, okay, thank you." He hit me back. He hit me up. He's giving me the money back. Blah 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 blah. So it's just a bad situation. These women started hitting the Shade Room. You know how it is when you start getting, I guess, the Shade Room, and they start getting 50 to 60 DMs about this guy. So now they want to investigate. So that's what we are doing here now. I wanted to bring Will on here so he could speak for himself because these women are adamant. These women are adamant about him robbing them. Like, and actually, after the Shade Room interview, where I didn't really think that I defended him, I thought that I just said, I'm giving a person the benefit of the doubt. I would want anybody who knew me and didn't know the person that was accusing me to give me the benefit of the doubt. If somebody came to you and said, "Yo, Sean, Rich is doing this," you like, I know Rich. So I hear what you're saying. I'm going to confront Rich with this, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt until I have evidence or proof that this is what he's doing. If you don't know those people, it's just called being a loyal friend. And it's not that I don't believe these women. I don't think that all these people are coming out the woodworks and creating this story. I think that this is something that is going on, and when there's smoke, there's fire. And now here we are, and we want to get to the point where The women are in the room. Apparently, I'm looking at them. They're in the room, but I want to get to
Hold
the
on,
point.
hold on.
Oh, they're in the room.
The women who were swindled are in this room?
Absolutely.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Yo, get
Yes.
Will in here, Rich. Will, where
I'm
you at?
trying. Will, please come on to the live now, bro, so we can do this. And I got this men in the room. So listen, if you've been, we're gonna do this. If you've been swindled by Dr. Will, please, if there's
Hit the
Dr.
plus
Will
button.
T, hit the little plus button down there inside of the camera, and let's have a conversation. Because I don't want anybody to think that I'm absolving somebody of the shit that they did, or I'm trying to act like he ain't do that. I never said that. I didn't say it to the shade room, and I didn't say it here. Is that Will? Will's here? Oh no, that's the women. See, the women are going ham in the comments.
Okay, but
So
listen, I want some of the women who were swindled. Hit that plus button. We're gonna do it a little different right now. Hit the plus button. I need to hear your story. This. I need to hear how you was swindled. Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't even gonna put gas on this.
Dr.
I
Will
still
T.
want-
Dr. Will T. Okay, here you go. Dr. Will T. Hit the button and let's have a conversation because she's actually the one that created the website. There's a whole Dr. Will website.
Are you serious?
No, there's a Dr. Will. Yeah, there's a Dr. Will website, and it's talking about how he this girl, just Dr. Will. Her Instagram is Dr. Will T.
Okay, see. Only let her in. Because I need to hear her story.
Yo, hit the button. She's sitting there. If you in the comments, hit the button. And I really want Will in here to say what he needs to say. But if
Did
Dr.
you speak to Will
T,
before the show?
yeah, I spoke to Will. I spoke to Will yesterday. It's this Dr. Will's tenderswindler.com or some shit. But she's sitting here and she's writing in the comments.
All right, forget it. If she don't want to come in here, stop doing what trolls do. Stop
Exactly.
hiding.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop hiding behind comments and this, that, and the third.
Okay,
If you're bold enough to accuse a man, do it to his face. Show your face.
And that's all I was saying yesterday. If you're gonna come in my DMs and you're gonna be angry and you're gonna say this about me defending him or what you thought I was defending him or whatever the case may be, then be adamant enough in your position that you're gonna come up here and you're gonna state your shit. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna state your shit. So I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments and niggas is going crazy. But Janae Anderson, I'm letting you in the room. Janae Anderson, I'm letting you in the room.
Why? That ain't Dr. Will T.
No, that ain't Dr. Will T, but Dr. Will T said she did enough for the cause. But now she's gonna sit here and she's gonna sit here and
she really said that?
No, she just said I did enough for the cause.
I give up.
Yo,
I give up.
so you were literally in the comments and you were sitting here destroying this man's credibility. And I'm not saying that you're right or wrong, but you don't want to come on and actually speak your mind.
I'm gonna say it. She's wrong. She's wrong because if you can sit behind a screen and put in a bunch of negative and derogatory comments and messages, come forward. That's what trolls do. So I don't know this man, Dr. Will, from a can of paint. Rich, that's your boy. But if he is really swindling women, anybody can, recruit a bunch of people, become an army, and go online and say, that to me is corny.
Agreed.
If nobody wants to come in on this topic, I'll switch topics. Is Dr. Will coming in, or is one of his accusers coming in?
If Will is in the room, please speak. If not, then forever hold your peace. That's it. Like I said, my man Lewis said he's coming on. And yeah, she did the shade room. She did the shade room yesterday, and now she's saying she's working on something else. She's working on something else. I guess what she's working on is G4 classified. Okay, all right, man. Whatever.
Okay.
So can I just make one quick point, and we could actually move on.
Go ahead.
See, this is what happens when people say, "Yo, he did this and he did that," and then you'd be like, "Yo, step up, say what he said." Say what he said. That's like if I'm talking shit about you and you'd be like, yo, Nigga talking shit about me. Oh, word? Tell me what he said. Nah, man, I'm good. I don't want to get involved. Nigga, you just got involved. You just got involved. Or you in my DMs like, yo, everybody mad at you. Yo, you should be ashamed of yourself defending him. I'm defending him. Not really. But all I'm saying is that if somebody really did something to you, then speak on it. And speak your mind. And let it be known what the nigga did. There's no hidden agendas and nothing there. I'm honest and upfront too. If you say Will did something to you, boom, and that's supposed to be my guy, I'm gonna get him in the room and you're gonna say what he did to you, and I'm gonna give him a chance to call you a liar to your face, or I'm gonna give him a chance to be like, yo, you're right. I hustled you and so you know what I mean? All I'm saying is if you want to speak your mind and you want to get the shit off your chest, okay, I think somebody's in the room. Janae Anderson, oh, okay. Oh, this is my girl. All right, I know she coming in. She had a lot to say about Will as well.
But was she personally affected by Will?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, who we got here?
You on mute or something?
You on mute?
We can't hear you. No.
No. Unmute. No.
We still can't hear you.
This is God. She wasn't about to tell the truth. This is God saving you, Will. You was about to get thrown under the bus. God is helping you.
We can't hear you. Please come. Okay, okay. Here go Janae.
Okay, what is Will's handle?
I am Dr. Will. Is his handle.
Okay. Everybody, we got over 300 people in here. Every single person hit I am Dr. Will.
Here go Will right here. Here go Will right here.
Okay, beautiful. Will,
look at this
you
nigga
know
shirt.
the rule.
Yo, Sean, look at this nigga's shirt.
Okay, Will, hold up, Rick. You got to get some light, brother.
We can't hear you, bro.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Got me all right.
We need some light. We need light.
Damn, ain't no light right here.
All right, so we're going to make an exception because we need to hear your side of the story. Go ahead, Rich.
Yo, Will, so you know what's going on. You obviously know what happened yesterday with the shade room and all that craziness. What is going on with these women? These women are here, and I wanted you to come in because everybody mad at me saying I defended you, but the reality is I'm just doing what anybody should do. I'm giving you a chance, and just like I gave them a chance. What's your side of the story, bro?
So Doc Will T was this chick I was fucking around with, right? Pretty much did her wrong. She got mad about some shit. So she was like, hey, send me this money. I'm finna make this website. Okay, cool. Whatever. Throw that shit on. I don't give a fuck. Now, am I wrong for everything? Am I right about some stuff? I done did some bitches wrong in my day. I'm 35 years old. I done been in and been out, right? But the three I was on TV yesterday or on the shade room yesterday, Kim ass trying to play me like she ain't fucking me for real. I'm her ass in the strip club. Let's start there, right? Man in the strip club, threw some money. She's a stripper. So, of course, she get to the money, too. So, I'm like, boom, threw some money out of it. We fucked around, everything. Her mom shit, can't talk about that because, you know, so there's some legal stuff going on right now, so I can't really speak about everything.
Okay.
My niggas, though, acting like some bitches, you got them, they on my phone right now texting me all day. They know where I live at. They was just with me in March. Rich, you been with me. You been outside with me every fucking day, every time we go outside. Neek ass, I ain't gonna speak about her because me and her go way back. I'm too good at her to do her wrong on some shit that we can handle on the side. We've been talking on the side like that. Same thing with Mick, with all of them. Now these other females come out the woodworks like Doc Will T, come on. She just trying to get some clout. That's why she won't show her face. Why her name in here on nothing. She won't put her face to nothing. I can tell you who it is. You already know who it is. I'll show you the text messages. She was like, hey, I'm mad. She pretty much mad because she had a situation, fucking around with a nigga. I said, hey, it's gonna be him or me. She chose me. I did the bitch wrong. So whatever. We here now.
So you saying that a lot of this is predicated on the fact that you was fucking with these girls and did them dirty.
Yeah.
And I know you to be Go ahead.
Yeah. You know how I am.
I know
I'll be
how you.
in sex with 10 bitches. I'll fuck 5 of them and be like, hey, whatever. And they all talking to each other like we all best friends. So yeah. So everybody got their money back. They got the screenshots, they got the stuff. Then my number ain't changed, Rich. I've been outside every fucking day, every weekend, same spots, same rotation. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't high running from shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sean.
Well,
Sean,
are you a doctor?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you that again. Did you hear my question?
You said my doctor. I said yes. I got two
Well,
PhDs.
what kind of doctor?
I got two
Huh?
PhDs. I got two PhDs.
From where and in what?
Computer sciences, one in computer science and one in PT. From
From
Lawrence
where?
and then from Harvard.
Okay. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Okay. I know you're saying, and I don't know much more than what the Shade Room posted. I know you're saying that you mess with a lot of these girls, but did you actually take their money based on business and then go ghost, not return their money, and they never was able to get in touch with you again?
Sean, they've been texting me. We all been talking since August and September, since last year. I ain't went nowhere. I ain't been ghost. I can't go ghost. I'm all over social media. Taking pictures, posting every time I was to place. I tag where I'm at.
And you really believe in your heart and your soul.
Okay. So one, they all got their money back. Let's start there. Two,
Okay.
them got the receipts, and they my niggas, right? If I owe you some money, if I don't give it to you, what you gonna do? You gonna come see me? The niggas was just at my house. Just at my house.
So if these dudes is, so now I'm getting confused. These dudes is at your house, but yet they saying that you scammed them.
Exactly.
So what type of niggas? Okay, so now I gotta ask you, what type of niggas?
But you really got the receipts? You really got the receipts?
Yeah, I got the receipts.
Well, okay, what receipts? You got
You want to see the bank statements?
okay, that's what I'm asking. Is it bank statements?
I got bank statements and everything. Confirmed. And they got them saying that they got the money. And then one of the dudes they didn't even send no money. He had a female send them. I had to send her the money back because she fronted him. I fronted most of the shit. I didn't need help with anything. I was trying to put people on. Rich, when I'm outside, I pay for everything by myself with nobody's help. He been with me.
But it was their money though.
No, it's my money.
Well,
sorry,
my money.
Well,
50K? So you think somebody wired me $50K?
Listen, Rich. I want you to hang out with him next week to see if he's still fronting the bill now that he had to return everybody's money.
Hey, Rich, how long I been doing this? I spent $80K last October on the fucking sneaker bar a whole month promoting the shit. With nobody else. $80K, yeah. I can show you that. This shit happened 4 years ago. She's taking old shit and putting it to this. She's taking old shit from 4 or 5 years ago and putting it in 2022. When my truck got shut up, that was 4 years ago. That didn't happen last week or last month.
Yo, can I ask you a real question?
Go ahead.
You got 2 PhDs, and I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You got 2 PhDs. Obviously, you're extremely intelligent. What is your truck doing being shot up? Like, you keep talking about I'm in the streets, but my truck is shot up. Like, you don't sound like a dude who is...
The same way you could be in Atlanta, right? And your windows get busted or shot off on some bullshit. The same shit. It was clearly like a little BB gun on 22. Wasn't nothing big. That's why the window didn't shatter. Wasn't no big ass gun.
But I just don't know too many PhDs whose trucks are getting shot up. That's the only thing I'm saying.
You don't know too many PhDs that be outside either. I'm one of a kind. When Rich met me, he was like, "Boy, you different. You reckless."
I have been in the club with Will, literally. Now, Will, you want me to tell this story or not?
Go ahead. Which one?
Just about you and the women.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I have been in the club with Will. on a Friday and on a Saturday. And on a Friday night, he's with a girl, and he's like, yo. And then Saturday night, we hang out again and go to a hookah bar or something, and he brings two more girls in addition to the girl that he had the day before. So when I say the nigga's reckless, the nigga's absolutely reckless. And when people start getting angry about stuff, I understand how he could be perceived as somebody who's a womanizer or whatever, whatever, whatever. So I get how people would be mad about it. I have seen Will spend money. I ain't never seen Will want for nothing. He spends money, does what he does. He does what he does. But I don't know. These women are saying something, and that's why I said I wanted to have this conversation. I spoke to Will, and I said I wanted to have this conversation. You know what I mean? So that's what this whole thing is about for me. So, and Sean, you asked the right question. So now it is what it is.
I got one more question, Will. What do you do for a living?
Now that I can't say. I'll call you personally on the side and I'll tell you. And
Okay.
You go validate that.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're highly intelligent. Anybody who has 2 doctorates, that's I mean, to even have 1 doctorate is impressive. To have 2, you know, I would really love to know what you do and how you could even allow yourself to get caught into a scandal like that.
With me,
So,
so me, you, Rich can have a phone conversation. Same way me and Rich had a conversation before all this shit was all over the internet, whatever. I put Rich to the side. Say, hey, here's the deal. He said, cool, say less. I do the same thing with you. We can talk.
all right, say no more. All right, I hope it works out. You know, here it is. The word is coming straight from your mouth.
My number ain't changed. And all the niggas got my number. I see them in the DM. They got my phone number. They've been texting too. So.
And that's what baffles me. If these niggas is hitting me up saying, yo, this nigga did this and this nigga did that, but yet they hitting him and it's all good, I'm confused. Because if this is about TV or something, then it was about Shade Room and trying to get some, like, I just want to get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying, Sean?
Yeah.
So, all right, Will.
I'll hit you later.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace, kid.
Yo, hold on.
Okay, you back, Rick?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so check it. We're about to open the phone lines up. For anybody who's trying to get in on this conversation, please hit that plus button right now. Y'all know, for anybody who hasn't been part of our show, haven't watched it before, we have really 4 basic rules. Being a well-lit place, you must be willing to show your face. We do not talk to empty screens. Your wireless or your cellular service, it has to be really good, really strong so that you're not buffering. And lastly, you have to be willing to ask a question. This is the part of the conversation where we allow people to come in and ask questions and get our feedback as men.
I bet. So let's do it. The phone lines are open. If y'all want to get in and y'all want to speak your truth and you want to get your shit off your chest, then let's have a conversation. Hit the plus button at the bottom.
I'm very surprised that he's a PhD twice over. That's actually impressive if it's the truth. You know, he's a young man.
I'm trying to let people in. And Amber Parker. Is Amber Parker in the room?
Nothing on this side. Oh, here we go.
Will is a liar. He haven't gave me my money back.
Hold on, Amber. Hold on. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name Lay, and I'm from North Carolina. I met him in Raleigh in 2018.
Hold on. You came in under Amber, but your name is Lay?
Yes, that's my name on Instagram, Amber.
Okay, but we should refer to you as Lay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that your name?
Is he really a doctor?
I don't know.
But more of the story is what I'm here for, but my name is not important. He's initially...
Your name is important because you're about to attack a man's credibility. So
I have
you
receipts to do that, so my name not going to change what I got receipts to show.
Okay,
you don't even know
but
who he
you're
is,
coming
and you
on.
just spoke
You're
to
coming
him
on.
his credibility. We don't know who he is.
Beloved, we're not
Again.
trying to come at you like you're not telling the truth. We just want to have a real conversation with people. And if you know my name is Richie and that's Sean, and you come in here and you're about
I
to
don't
go
know
in on
that
this.
the Will Doc T told me to come to this live because he was going to finally appear, because he's been missing from all of us since December of last year for me.
Since December of last year. And you're saying that what do you, so you're saying that Will...
He blocked me from his phone, so my messages don't go through. He blocked me on Instagram, so whatever account I make don't show up. He just been missing. He haven't paid anything back. I invested in Bluntly, and I also invested in Crew.
So Bluntly
and
is
I got in contact with these other women because they had false contracts, and they sent those to Crew, and we all had the same contracts. That's how we even know each other.
So Crew is the restaurant. Crew is the restaurant, right? Or club,
right?
hookah bar, something like that. And then Bluntly is the weed
farm
the weed field.
Illinois.
What do y'all call it? Will
Right.
Okay.
So the way that I got in contact with Will Doc T is, once I couldn't get in contact with him no more, I decided to reach out to someone at Crew. Crew was nice enough to give us contact information for multiple people who had the same contract from Will that was live. So that's how we connected. It's not like we're all mad at him or getting together to tell the same story. We got connected through Crew. We know none of us know each other. And y'all keep saying he scammed women. It's men in the military that he scammed also, who's been in the comments all night saying that he hasn't talked to Will and can't get in contact with Will. But then he gets on live and pretend that they chill with him.
So okay, not to cut you off, but where are the guys? If you are a dude and you've been affected by Will in this Johnson & Johnson's lawsuit that we got going on right now, please speak up. I'm giving everybody the chance to hit the button. Hit the button. That's all I'm saying.
Will keeps saying we have his number. We all are blocked.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You just saw Will come into this live, right?
Shocked me. Like, whew, what? He's
okay.
alive?
Will was very, very clear that the women who are accusing him are women who had relationships with him, intimate relationships, and now they are just pissed off. So before we even get, hold on. Did you have an intimate relationship with Will?
I have dealt with Will, but 2 years prior to him scamming me. So you keep saying that we are mad at him, but why would we have to?
I
why
didn't
would
say
we need
that.
contracts if we were just dealing with him and we're mad now? Why would you have to give us a contract for someone that you're dealing with or intimate with, and it's just money that they're giving you? Why would you have to type up these contracts?
That's true. You're right.
How much money did you invest with him?
How that lawyer?
$10,500.
That's right.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you.
$10,500. And I have messages from his phone number to prove that he does not respond. I have emails from his email that he used to prove that the contracts came from him. We could get Kyra on the line from Crew Houston, who would tell you that, yes, we did get in contact with Will, but Will never went through to franchise with us. He never got approved. That's how he ended up with real contracts that lawyers looked over and said, yeah, these are official.
Oh,
how long ago?
So you're saying Will actually went to Crew and just never followed through. So he got the contract.
He initiated the contract, and once we gave him our money, he never responded or reached back out to them. He just kept our money, and they never actually approved him for Crew. But they gave him the contracts to show him the franchising process. So he used those contracts to make copies and send them out to people to pretend that he was doing business deals with them.
How long
and
ago
yes,
you
I said I got
him?
calls because somebody in the comments said it on the Shade Room. I said 3,500. If you know anything about the internet, videos are edited and they are cut short because you can't play the whole thing. What I said was I gave him 3,500 for Bluntly and 7,000 for Houston Crew. So that was the story. They cropped that part out.
How long ago did you invest with him?
Initially, in 2019, so 2 years after I met him, and again last year, December of 2021.
Has he ever paid you one dime? And I'm asking because you first invested in 2019. So obviously things must have been good for you to give him another $7,000 in 2021.
So he sent me receipts of the marijuana being tested, the marijuana getting ready to be shipped out, and I could post the emails and everything that he sent as far as payments are on the way. This is what we're expecting. And remind you, he scammed so many people, he can afford to live that luxurious lifestyle that you wouldn't even question it. And I was in the military too. I done seen him in the uniform, seen the certificate. So I'm like, he was in the military. You got to be, hold the military values at least. So that was not true at all.
Y'all was in the military together?
No, I wasn't in the same branch as him.
Oh, okay.
The guys that's up here was in the same branch as he was.
Has he paid you back one
through the
dime?
military. So you got to think, these people know him for years before he even came about with the let's do business together scheme. Before I even gave him money, I knew him for 2 years. Went over his house, hung out with mutual friends or friends that was his friends, met him at different locations from his family members' house or people that he said was his family. And so it wasn't like I met him in 5 months, I was giving him money. This was 2 years, 4 years. Time went on. People who was in the military with him. So it's not just like we're gullible or just throwing our money. We thought we knew this guy after years. Once you sit
Has
at a
he
person's
paid you
table
any
a couple
money back?
times, you think y'all familiar. No, he hasn't gave me no money back. He hasn't even gave me a response to why I haven't received any money.
So you, to this minute, you haven't received one dime from him?
Nothing. I have not heard from him since December of 2021.
Did he just say he gave you your money back? Were you one of the women that said
he gave everybody their money back?
That's why I'm asking. That's exactly why I'm asking, because he was very clear.
And that's why I hit add as soon as he said it, because I'm like, did you forget me? Did you leave me out?
Right.
Oh my God.
He's lying.
When's the last time you heard from him?
December of 2021.
And the first time you saw him since then is tonight?
Was tonight. Y'all work magic over there.
Hey, Will, jump back in this conversation. If you still watching, jump back in this conversation, Will. Hit the plus button. Because I would love for both of them to be on this live together.
And I'm not mad at Will about nothing. I actually thought he was old and had died or something. So this right here is shocking to me.
Hold on, what?
You can ask. I really did, because he sleep with like a breathing machine, so I didn't know what happened. And some other girl told me he went to Russia for the war. So this, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all A1. I'm gonna come back and watch this show just because y'all do magic.
Hold on, you said Will.
I thought I just did not know. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
The benefit of the doubt that he died?
What else could have happened? This is a doctor with 2 PhDs.
Okay.
And did you see how he couldn't tell you what he did? He didn't prepare for that question. What you do for a living? Hold on, I'm pulling up contracts for y'all now, by the way.
Yeah, we want to see him. Will, please hit the plus button again.
Yo, she said she thought Will died.
This says Fred Williams.
Hold on, let's see.
Crew agreement. You see that name right there? Oh no, that was the report from the private investigator. Let me go back. Sorry.
Oh, you got a private investigator?
Because I thought the man was dead. I had to be sure.
Yo, you're hilarious. You are hilarious.
No, I'm serious.
Okay,
it's a lab.
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Now, but it did hurt at first. Hey,
okay.
And for all the people who said he didn't have a business plan, he had a Harvard business plan. A1. This was the business plan. Numbers, graphs, market opportunities. I'm talking about this weed farm was gonna make $662,000 the first quarter. Y'all would have invested too.
Listen, DM me. I want you to send that over. I want you to send that over.
Gladly.
Seriously, I want to see if this is real and this is legit.
I'm sending you everything I got, from the screenshots and the messages, everything.
Yep.
Like
Everybody who's in the
I did for the
comments.
shade room. I sent everything, receipts. I even sent them the thick private investigator folder. And he is not no doctor, but I'm not gonna go up here and say everything that was in that folder because the investigator said he had a lot of CPNs, so we don't know who is who.
Everybody who's in the comments, please tag Will. Please tag Will.
I ain't even read the comments.
He need to get back in this
Thank
conversation.
you.
Oh my God, yo, this is
Yes, he not gonna come back on.
No, everybody in the comments, tag him now. At Will.
Oh, his Instagram is back up.
I think so. Yeah, he had to be from he came in today from Will.
From
Dr.
Russia.
Will. I am Dr. Will.
From Russia.
From Russia. Is he in Russia? Is that
somebody
what he said?
that sent screenshots of him in Russia going for the war. He was ready to fight Ukraine. Can he come back? The last thing before he blocked me on Instagram last year, the last thing I seen was he was going on a world tour for his birthday. That's right when he blocked me.
Your sister said she about to be famous.
Oh my God!
All right, you gonna have to send us all that documentation because you're making a lot of accusations. I just want to make sure.
I don't play. I come correct.
Okay.
This is gonna have to be DM me right now and just be like, yo, Rich, I just got off your live.
All right, this is my sister page, but I got you.
All right, make sure you hit me. Hit me from your sister, but I don't care if you hit me from your mama page.
And if you can get me my money back, Rich, that'd be great too. You know, friends listen to other. Cause he said he was paying everybody back. You heard that, Rich? I'm gonna DM you so you can find my name and get me my money back. We don't got nothing to do with the rest of them.
We don't even know your name. You came under here with a fake name and then said what my name got to do with it. So you ain't getting your money back. That's what you get for being smart. That's what you get for being smart.
But when somebody take your money and come out here and lie to the world, it kind of bothers you a little bit. You want to skip past the name part. You want to get straight to the
Okay, but that's exactly why now you need to get your money back.
I'm gonna DM you.
Whatever.
Don't try to get me in front of these people. But add some more people. It's other people up here that's been scammed. Hopefully this right here encourage y'all to say what y'all gotta say.
No, all
jokes aside. Yo,
Sean.
I know we heard that he was a killer, but look, if I go missing, y'all know what happened to me. I was on this live talking about my money and the famous Dr. Will, 2 PhDs, one from Harvard. Yeah, he did tell people he was a breast surgeon. I thought I was gonna get some new twins. But y'all have a good day.
Okay, but real talk, does he have a PhD or not? Because I gave him a lot of props for having 2 PhDs.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. Rebecca Faith. Rebecca Faith. Is Rebecca Faith in the room? Yo, this shit, we ain't signed up for this. This is gonna be a 5-minute in and out. Are you good now?
Hello.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Where you calling from?
I'm good. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. I normally don't sound like this.
Where you calling from, beloved?
I'm in South Carolina.
And what's good?
And yes, I did not get swindled with the money because I didn't have the money to, but I got swindled with a child. Yes.
Hold on. What then?
And so, yeah, I decided.
So you have little Will? You got little Will?
We're not claiming that, but, you know, technically.
Yes. So how did this happen?
Yes. Because a lot of this stuff, he is a liar, and I did the whole background check on him, so I can show you the proof that he is not a doctor. Yes, and like the girl said, if something happens to me, y'all know it was him because he has already threatened to kill me, and he knows where I live. Because his kids met. So yeah.
You brought the new baby to another baby?
Yes, and so because his kids know each other, he has threatened. But I won't bring them into it unless they want to be in it. But yeah.
How old?
My baby will be 2 in December, and I can see the. I said I DM'd you earlier, the picture of him at the hospital, and we have not seen him since the day she was born. And yeah, you can hear the baby in the background. But yeah, we have not seen him since the day he was born. He used to run this whole game of renting cars. He would always claim a lie and say something about his brother had a car out in his name. So I did rent a car for him when he was doing that whole little walk with Terry after George Floyd died, if y'all remember that.
The 100, the walk across the country shit.
Yeah. And so that car that he was using was in my name, and he actually flew me to Chicago to renew it because at first he was paying me back, but then after that he stopped paying me back.
For the car.
Yes. So yeah, he does owe that, and like the Doc Will T lady said, he does claim that he had a vasectomy, so he will tell you that, but that is obviously not true.
But what's your name again?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So I got a couple of questions, right?
Okay.
And I'm only asking just to be fair. You know,
Yes.
people are coming in. I just want to be fair to this guy. He's no longer in the conversation. How long did you know Will?
I met him, I want to say All-Star Weekend 2019 through a mutual friend, somebody who already knew him.
Okay.
But we didn't start talking until months later.
Okay. Will just told me that he had 2 PhDs.
Yes, and that's what I put in the comments, because he used to have, when he lived in Charlotte, he used to have, like, I believed it, because even his dad.
Will lived in Charlotte?
Yes, I got the address. You got to see the background report. I'll send it to you. But I was there. And that's where the car supposedly got smashed.
Hold on. Stay with the PhDs for a second. Go ahead.
Sorry. So I actually saw a diploma in his apartment that said he had that degree in cybersecurity, that PhD. So he makes it believable. But if you actually look it up, he did not. He does not have a PhD.
Okay. Did you look it up?
Yeah.
You personally
I paid for a report. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you paid for the report?
Yeah.
So he said he had 2 PhDs.
2. One from Harvard. He will also lie and say he's a Kappa. He even had a Kappa hoodie, a Harvard hoodie. I can send y'all those pictures too.
Hold up, not a Kappa?
No, he is not a Kappa because he does not have a 4-year college degree. And look, this girl said she was on the phone with him in her hospital room right after she gave birth. Yes.
Hold on.
But
okay,
so I'm gonna be honest. You could be a Kappa and not have never graduated. I know a bunch of Kappas that didn't graduate from college.
I don't know about that, but you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a degree, 2 degrees, but yeah. And that's what he does. He preys on women who are single moms, like somebody said in the shade room thing. Single moms. Somebody said that's his cousin Teddy, but who are single moms who are kind of educated, have their stuff together.
When is the last time you heard from him?
He actually called.
Somebody said Rich got scammed too.
Yeah, you did. He called a few months ago. Not talking about nothing, but I don't speak to him.
Does he have any relationship with his child?
No.
Okay, so I don't mean to be insensitive, but just in fairness to him, because he's not on the line. Are you 100% certain that this is his child?
Yes, we DNA tested the siblings.
Oh,
so he willingly DNA tested.
No, his other kid.
She took. Remember, she said earlier that she took the babies to meet each other. That's when y'all DNA tested to make sure they was the same. Gotcha.
Because he was trying to say it was not, but you know it's very obvious.
Is he paying child support?
No, I have filed that, but they haven't found him yet because you know he moves from state to state to state. And here's the kicker. And he was also using my address. So if you see his license, look at his license, Rich. If he has a South Carolina license still, unless it got suspended because of all the tickets. Oh, look, there goes. Yes, that's his baby. If you see his license, yeah, it had my address because he probably stole a document from my house and used it. And he also stole mail out of my mailbox.
You never lived together?
No. He stayed with me after he probably got evicted from Charlotte. He stayed with me for a little while.
By any chance, do you have a copy? Do you have receipts of that DNA test?
I have, yes, lots of receipts. I will send them.
Can you send them?
No,
Can you send
can
them
you
to us,
just put them
please?
up to the screen?
Oh no, I'm not gonna put all my business to the screen. All
Okay,
my
so yeah,
name.
send us
Yeah.
that. Only, and I'm only asking this again. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would be doing it for you.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of women are coming out of the woodworks and essentially destroying this man credibility if he even has any left. So I just want to make sure y'all are not doing exactly what he accused y'all of, which are your ex-lovers who are now very upset with him.
Oh no, because I'm not. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't even care for my money back.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Okay. So yo, do me a favor. Hit
Hmm.
me in the DMs right now and say, yo, Rich, you just spoke to me on your live, and then we can communicate after this, and we can exchange the
Can you
information.
send the receipts as well? Because I'd like to see. I'd like to
Yes,
see.
I'll find
Please.
your. Yeah, I see your Instagram now. I'm about to follow you. All right.
All right, bet. All right, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Yo, yo,
Yo,
Sean,
here's the funny part, Rich.
we are lit up right now.
Yo, here's the funny part. Do you know you was giving the grip to this dude?
I never give nobody the grip.
You gave him the grip, Rich.
I
I know
never
you
gave
did.
nobody the
You
grip.
love
I
that
don't give the
Kappa.
grip.
You love that Kappa thing. I know you gripped him, Rich.
You can ask any Kappa that know me, any Kappa in the whole wide world that know me, and ask them niggas to come in here and say I ever gripped. Niggas have gotten mad at me and was like, yo, bro. And I'd be like, yo, nigga, I don't grip nobody. Let me tell you a funny story before you get into your story. She's buffering anyway. A long time ago, Alpha nigga came up to me and said, yo, what's up, yo? And I was like, yo, what up? And the nigga went to lean in on me, and I felt something was wrong. And the niggas gripped me, but was like not giving me the grip, but waiting for me to give it to him. So I pulled my hand back. I was like, yo, niggas, you a noob? And the nigga was laughing, was like, nah, I'm an alpha. And from that moment on, I ain't never gripped a nigga in my life. And that had to be my Neo year. So her shit was fucked up. So let's bring somebody else in.
What's her name, though? What's her name? Because she keeps trying to come in.
Oh, man, I ain't even see it, Sean.
To the young lady who's trying to come in, we want to hear what you have to say. You were buffering, so we couldn't even, allow you to speak. It was buffering. So please just make sure your Wi-Fi is on point. Go ahead, let's bring the next caller in, Rich.
All right. Stephanie, I didn't see the name. It was Stephanie something. I think Stephanie's one of the girls. Her name is Dream Kimberly. It was Kimberly. Kimberly, we tried to let you in a couple times. I'm trying to add them in. If listen, if you're in here and you want to get in this conversation, please hit the plus button at the bottom inside the video camera, and I will let you in. But if there's somebody who's this?
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you,
but we
can't
cannot see you.
You cannot see me.
I think your thing is turned around the wrong way or something. Now it's the bed. I'm seeing your quilt. Okay,
there we
You
go.
see me now. Okay.
Yes.
Forgive me. I was about to go to bed and then this happened.
What's this happened?
Getting Fred actually on here to tell more lies. It's been interesting.
So Willie, Freddie too?
I do. I met him through work. I am a senior
Who
leader
are
for a Fortune 50 company. I met him through work. Fred Williams.
What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Stephanie Collin from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And we met in Raleigh. At the time I was living in Raleigh, and we stayed friends for about a year and a half. And he came to me with a very long business plan that the Miss showed a little earlier, that same 50-page bluntly business plan, and said that, it's an opportunity for investment. Would you like to invest? He sent over a very robust contract citing his own lawyers. I had my attorney review it. Everyone said, hey, okay, looks good. It seems like a great investment. Do it. And I did.
How much?
$10,000. And beyond that, a year went by, COVID hit, and the excuses were, well, COVID's here, where there's no production happening. There is, we're not unable to do anything because of COVID. Okay, fine. A year goes by. It's now towards the end of 2020, and time is coming around where the agreement on the contract is, if I don't see ROI on my dollars within 2 years, and I get my dollars back. And he would make up fake board meetings that never happened. He sent over charts of business plans for revenue that had accrued that never happened. So then, you know, obviously red flags started going up. I started really digging super deep into this, called up Harvard, spoke to their alumni association. They never had a Fred M. Williams III on their alumni ever. He also sent me a part of his contract that showed that he was hired by the Army as a CIO-G6 in Arizona, which is a very high rating. That was also false. You know, the long slew of, he had brain cancer, his dad died, he got shot at, he broke his leg. I mean, it's not really not funny. A long, never-ending tale of someone that you met that's supposed to have dual PhDs and has this really, really supportive business that frauded everybody. Clearly frauded a lot of not only women but also men.
Hold on, if I'm not laughing at you. Understand, this is fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I've compiled everything. I have filed a civil suit with the city of Atlanta. The sheriff has been unable to find him because all of his addresses, there's like over 35 addresses that I found, from going all the way from Chicago to Arizona to Wisconsin to all over the South, including Florida, several addresses at a time. They're all routing to P.O. boxes or mailboxes. So the sheriff has been unable to find him to actually serve him.
Okay. I want to go backwards for a second.
Yep.
You invested $10,000 in which company? In
a company called Bluntly. Right, so this was a marijuana producing company. Now, when I received the contract, it was written up under his personal company at the time, was called Will Ducks Consulting, as well as another company that him and a few others owned, including his cousin, and another lady that I've been corresponding with on another company called Uptalk Entertainment. And so Bluntly, as he explained, was operating as a DBA under those organizations. So the contract, and I'll send all this over, the contract is full proof, looks great, has a signature on it. You know, was legit. And I'm a very educated lady. This is not a fast pass on me by any means. I did all of my homework. He seemed legit. But then a year later, when the money's coming due and you're stating that we're going to make $4 million in a matter of a quarter, that's going to be split 8 ways, and I'm waiting for my check and nothing is coming, that's when the red flags started going up. Okay.
I got to ask, Will was on our show earlier. Did you see him?
Yeah, I sure did. I have not seen his face. Actually, it's been years, maybe over almost 3 years now since I've seen him.
Okay, he claims that all of the women who are accusing him of stealing their money, they are bitter exes. So did you have an intimate relationship with Will?
No.
You guys were only friends?
We were work colleagues. He worked for the city of Raleigh when the time that I met him. We met at a work event, obviously. PhD with this really long tail around cybersecurity and IT. I'm a woman in technology. I lead a very large, successful career in IT as well. So we broke ground there, and that's where the connectivity started. He is very smart, very intellectual, talks a really good game. And as the friendship developed, it only makes sense. Like, hey, let's put mindful people together and let's make some money, especially with this new era coming, with marijuana becoming legal. So of course I'm going to jump on an opportunity like that.
Okay. You said you had your attorney look into this.
Yes.
Your attorney obviously cleared it. This is good to sign. You found that there was nothing behind this company. Is there a reason why your attorney didn't do any more due diligence to discover that this company was fraudulent to begin with?
Yeah, so the company was registered under Uptalk Entertainment. At the time was still a registered company. It is now expired. But at the time, the contract was legitimate. Every single statement that was in there, he existed, his date of birth was accurate, his social security was accurate, his address was accurate at the time. But his game is that his address changes once a month. His companies change once a month. And it's a continuous cycle that's made him almost invisible, if you will, because you can't catch him.
I noticed that all of you ladies are referring to him as Fred.
So his legal name, and I have a copy of his driver's license, and I also have a copy of his social security card. His name is Fred Maggie Williams III. That is his legal name.
Okay.
Wow.
You took that information. You researched. Harvard does not know.
Yeah, you researched. So when the red flags went up, then I started going really deep into, okay, who is this guy, right? You pull him up on LinkedIn, and by the way, his LinkedIn has now since been deleted, but at the time he had a very robust LinkedIn, which is obviously the biggest professional network out there, is tooting his PhDs, is tooting that he's worked for the Army in these really top positions. He worked for the city of Raleigh as a CISO. All of that was fraudulent. I started verifying, I started making the phone calls, and people were unable to verify that he actually held these positions, that he actually had this degree. He's not listed as an alumni of Harvard.
Before we let you go, there's somebody out there right now who is either in contact with Fred Maggie Williams III,
correct.
or a version of Fred. What advice do you give to somebody right now who is being sold this amazing opportunity, and they're doing the due diligence? You obviously hired a lawyer. And speaking of that, you said you're educated. What are your credentials in terms of education?
I have a bachelor's in computer science. I also have an MBA. I am a senior leader for a Fortune 50 company, as well as a visiting professor for a renowned university. So when I say that I'm also just as intellectual as he is, I'm not tooting my own horn by any means. That is the reality. And my advice would be, I don't know what my advice would be, because the advice that I would have given to myself would be do your due diligence, which I did. I think my next best guess is don't do business with friends. And that's just it. That adds a layer of trust, and you think that, hey, you know this person for a year and a half, 2 years, and they seem legitimate. You're around in a not only a social setting but also a professional setting, and everything's coming across truthfully, so you don't assume that this is going to be a lie. In fact, you see it as a way for us to make some money in this world where everyone's just trying to continue to succeed. So stay away from doing business with friends is my probably best advice coming out of this.
So looking back, you feel, I mean, obviously you're extremely intellectual. You can't see anything you would have done different, because obviously somebody's going to run into this guy or a version of him.
Sure.
I just feel awful that so many of you women are calling in tonight and saying that this is legit. This really happened.
Yep.
I'm out of my money. I mean, I also, I really don't know what other advice we can give them. I was just hoping you could see something, looking back to say, I would have done this differently.
It's hard to say. I imagine that he went the most official route as possible, knowing that someone like me is going to do my due diligence. I don't know if the other women went through the motions of getting official contracts drafted and such. I would say do that, because that's where your protection lies. You cannot file any sort of civil suit without that. So yes, it's going to take me a lot longer to get my money back. However, when I do go to court, and I show them the stack of evidence that I have, including the signed contract with the agreement stating that if I did not receive ROI within 2 years, I would get every single penny back. There's no reason why a judge would not decide in my favor.
If you were able to find Freddie and actually make the civil suit something that is tangible, because wow, this is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like I told the other ones. Could you please DM me right now and just say, hey, Rich, I was on live with you with Sean, and this is who I am, and leave a contact. We would like to get in contact with you after this.
Sure,
And,
by all means.
and have another conversation a little bit more
Sure.
privately. Okay?
Will do. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
Very, very
Thank you.
sorry that you experienced this, Stephanie. Real talk.
Likewise to all the ladies and the men out there. I did not know that this was so extensive. I thought this was just me, and it turns out that there's a lot of us out there. So, everyone do your homework, and let's try to get this guy.
Did you speak with Shade Room?
I have not, no.
You have not spoken with Shade?
No,
Oh,
actually, how I found out this was happening was about 2 years ago when I started digging. I reached out to the other parties that were registered as owners of Uptalk Entertainment. And one of them actually got back to me almost 2 years later saying, you were right, this guy is a scammer. So I'm sure that there's others that'll continue to reach out, but I'll definitely do the follow-up here.
And you're from where? One more time?
Atlanta.
Oh, you're in the A. Okay. All right. Yo, listen, a pleasure. Like I said, please DM me your information so we can chat.
Sure. Will do. Alrighty, guys.
All right, Mama.
Have a good evening. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, yo. This is the illest shit. This is the illest shit. Yo.
Here's the crazy part. You've been hanging out with this dude. Do you understand? Yo, I hope you ain't been picking up the tab.
Yo, that's the crazy shit. We'll always be like, yo, I got it. I got it. Yo, Sean, this nigga, no, why? Yo, I promise you, I ain't trying to laugh. This is not a laughing matter, but I'm going to say something so real right now. There's so many comments coming through that my shit froze. The comment section is off the chain right now.
All right, let our next caller in, Rich. You part of the problem.
Yo.
I blame you. I blame Rich. I saw that Shade Room report that Rich Dollars defends
you know
the
what?
urban swindler.
Yo, this is insane. This is insane. I just hit one of the dudes. What's up, bro?
What's good, man?
Ain't shit, slow motion. What's good with you?
Okay, I said, hold on. I see the Army shirt. Did you serve?
Yeah, I served. So I met Will in 2010.
What's your name?
DeMarcus Tolan. DeMarcus. Just call me
And
Marcus.
you coming in from where?
Alabama.
Okay. And thanks for your service, brother.
Oh, no problem.
So
yeah, so I met Will in 2010 or whatever. Cool dude, down to earth, whatever. So last year, probably around August, he came. Well, actually, no, it probably before then. Probably around May, he came to me and my homeboys. Started the True Era and all that. And then, if you go on my Instagram page, man, you can see we met up with Crew. So the Crew thing is all us, True Era. That's all thing. Will didn't start that by itself or nothing. That's all me and my other guys. So when we met up with the guys and for the Crew thing in Atlanta, we got the contract. And of course they asked us to sign it. When we did, they sent it back because something was wrong.
So hold on, before you go any further, y'all was gonna get a Crew.
Yeah, so it wasn't. He never got denied. That's negative.
Okay.
We was gonna get it. Like the money's there, everything. All we had to do was just find the building, and we was gonna do it in North Carolina and sign the contract. But out of nowhere, like Will just stopped contacting us, and then the dude Dennis hit me up. Was like, "Hey, because I follow him on Instagram. He was like, "Hey, what's up with Will? I haven't talked to Will in a while."
And that's the dude from Housewives. That's the guy from the owner.
Yeah. Then it's the dude from Housewives, the black guy.
Okay.
But yeah, when he hit me up and he hit me up. He said he ain't talked to Will. He ain't got back to us. So I hit Will up. He was like, "Oh no, we're gonna sign it. We just wait." He said he was waiting on Dennis. So basically, they just flip flop saying they just waiting on him to sign, or waiting on Dennis to sign, and Dennis saying he waiting on him to sign. And after that, Will just went ghost. Like literally in October, Will went ghost.
Did you put any money in this?
Yeah, 6 bands. So crew so initially to get in crew is 40 bands, but since we was military, they gave us a discount. Okay. So all we had to do was 32. So everybody gave 6 bands. Had the business account, the LLC, EIN number, all that. You know what I'm saying? We had everything good. He just took off.
And when's the last time you saw him?
I ain't saw Will. Ooh, last time I saw him, other than live, it's been probably like a year and a half. It's been a minute.
So when you saw him on this live, was you shocked?
I mean, I knew he knew Rich, but I wasn't as shocked as everybody else because I knew he wasn't dead. I mean, that was crazy.
Right.
I knew the man wasn't dead. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
No, I'm asking because he owes you a lot of money.
He owed us a lot of money. He owed us a lot of money.
Correct. So the fact that he showed his face on this live, were you caught off guard? Like, oh man, I haven't seen or heard from this dude in over a year.
Yeah, honestly, because I thought he was gonna keep running. The fact that he was even bold enough to come on here, like, oh, you honestly, you testing this. It's like, then the not guilty shirt. Oh, you a funny guy, bro. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. He said not guilty, right?
This nigga had an attendance Swindler shirt that said not guilty, Sean.
He definitely did say that. Then someone said, all right, bro, we got you. We see you. I see you, my guy. I definitely see you.
So
how long did you said you met him in 2010?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if he actually served?
Yeah, no, we was in Afghanistan together.
So that part is real.
Yeah, that's real. We was in war together. Yeah, we deployed together.
So because one of the ladies earlier said that he wasn't in the armed service. He didn't serve.
No, he was in the army. That's true. That's true.
So
I don't think he no more. I think what I think it is he's lying about still being in it or something, or just working for the army. That's what I think it is. Okay. When the one lady came up and said he was like a G6 or whatever, I mean a G7, that's like a civilian military position, and it's pretty high up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Will, I think Will, somebody asked what his rank was. I think his rank was like E5. I think Will was E5 when he got out. He wasn't really high up in the ranks like that. Nah. He was an NCO.
Did you ever know him to be a liar, just about other things?
Not really, for real. No, that's why I went into business because you know what I'm saying. Dude was really upfront.
And the reason I'm asking you that is because this behavior, it doesn't. You know, you actually served with him. Y'all were in Afghanistan together. I got your back. You got my back. Our lives
exactly. See where I'm coming from now. Yes.
Correct.
That's how all my boys feel. We the same way.
So, for him to come home and be this liar, this person who seems to have no conscience and is just willing to take people's livelihood, you didn't see any of that?
None.
Wow.
So so one of my partners right here just said, tell him about the parties up in New York. So that's another reason we went into business with him. So we threw parties. After we got back from Afghanistan, we was in Fort Drum, New York. And I don't know if y'all ever been up there. There's nothing up there for our people. You know what I'm saying? So we had to do something to have fun. So we started throwing parties. When we did this, we was making good money, like good money. And that's why we went into business with him. Like, we were like, okay, we did this for real. I mean, we did this back then, so let's do it for real. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually, you know what I'm saying, make this happen. Because we had some good-ass ideas when we was throwing these parties, and everybody was loving it. Like, we was having meetings for crew, like the crew meetings that we had, you know, so it was just us 5. And we was coming up with ideas. Like, that's how we came up with the name, True Era. And now he's using that as, like, he came up with it, which is a lie. So we coming up with ideas. He's actually using the ideas we came up with some other people he met in Atlanta. I think it was called like Weekend in Atlanta or some stuff when they was doing parties.
Weekend entertainment.
Yeah. He was using our ideas with them people, man. We got proof of that. Like we was gonna throw a silent party when Crew opened up. Not a lot of people knew about silent parties, but when we was talking about it, out of nowhere, here comes a silent party. When you know what I'm saying, when we find out that he's doing this page, here comes a silent party getting thrown in Atlanta now. And we're like, what's going on, Will? Like it's it's crazy, man. Like I don't know if you remember, Rich. I'm the one that sent you the like I was supposed to come up there to your the shoe thing. When you had the suits and shoes, he invited me to that.
Oh, the speaker bowl.
I was supposed to come up there, but I didn't. And that's why I was supposed to meet you. And like he wanted me to meet you and all that. Like it was crazy. Like it's crazy.
So
man.
y'all have been cool as recently as that.
Yeah. I mean, we've been cool since 2010.
So when did all this happen with the money?
Oh, this happened last year. When he just disappeared, that happened last year. Yeah, that happened last year.
So y'all known him since 2010, and he burnt y'all in like 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. Military friends and all that. I got your back. You got my back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Before we let you go, did you know his middle name was Maggie?
Yeah, we knew that, but we ain't clowning too hard about that, yo. We try to let him live because he was, you know what I'm saying, he was the homie. But now I'm on his head about it, Maggie.
Oh, you can never trust a dude whose middle name is Maggie.
Yo, my nigga. Yo,
oh, man.
Homie, please do me a favor, man. Hit me in the DMs and just be like, yo, Rich.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to send you all proof, too, man. I'm going to send you everything, King. I got you.
I bet, my man. All right, bro.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Be good, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Yo, nigga, what did we stumble upon? Hey.
Rich, choose your friends better, man. I'm just wondering. I'm surprised you ain't get burnt.
Nigga, you know I ain't giving nobody no money for nothing.
No, listen, you get a little crazy. You get that hookah up in you. Start talking business.
This nigga said the hookah.
You know how you are about that hookah, man. You would take hookah over a butt naked chick.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from, love?
Hey, I'm London. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Okay.
You gotta get in this camera with me. When I say, first and foremost, I was in a lot of sections with you and Will all last year.
Okay.
This is really your man, Rich.
Yes, absolutely.
So like it's August, September, October, we was in a lot of sections together. Will used to pay for everything.
I told you.
I give him that. Anytime we was in the sections, Will will pay for everything, but we never knew how Will got money. Will would go out from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I always said, how are you doing these surgeries in the morning?
Hold on, what surgery? Hold on, what are you talking about?
He was a doctor and he do cosmetic surgery, so all the girls used to want to be around him so that he could do their titties. And I said, Will called me in the morning at like 7 in the morning. I said, don't you got surgery this morning? He said, yeah. I said, you just got in at 5. And he said he had to do a surgery and everything. And this was serious. And he used to act like he had like a fake hospital in the background. I'm telling you, this is real. So how I found out about all of this, it was some girls that came in like, okay, we know your business is a fabulous factory and you do all these Airbnbs. And I was like, okay, what's going on? They was like, well, Will said that you do all his Airbnbs for him and we invested like $20,000 to give him for the Airbnbs and the trucking business. And I was like, okay, I never heard of y'all before. You know, I've never helped Will do any of his Airbnbs because Will wanted me to do an Airbnb for him. but he ended up leaving and moving out. He stayed right across from, what was that, Lily's? At a place at Lily's, he wanted me to Airbnb, and then next thing you know, the place was empty. So they had said Will left the place and escaped. He gave it to somebody. So after that, Will called me and said, "Hey, I want you to go with me to look at some houses for Airbnb and because I'm moving." Now, Richie, I don't remember if you know when he said that he bought that house and he was sharing it on Instagram that he big mansion. Do you remember that?
I do.
Do you know what happened to it? And did you ever go?
No.
No.
No, I didn't.
Ever went to this mansion that he was said he bought. Now this has been consistently. Now the contract that he's sharing, actually, my best friend's trucking business. He said that he wanted 3 trucks from her, and that she said, "Okay, we about to sign up." That was a real contract. So that's why a lot of people saying it's real. It came from her, and he started sending it to the girls and saying that was his partner. So the girls was out to us, and they were saying that you got his Airbnbs and she got trucks, and he said that the money was going to, that. It never went to that. It is a real contract. It's my best friend. But he said that he wanted to invest, sent them the contract. He never signed them, but the contract to get the other that reached out to us. And I got all proof. Even when Will used to ask me for money to invest in land. So I just had to
how much money did you invest in him personally?
Never. I knew not to invest money with Will. I used to tell Will to invest in me. So we both was asking each other for money. I'm not about to give him $10,000, $20,000. Will never checked out. I'm not investing nobody say they're doctor. They out every day and supposed to be doing surgery at 7 in the morning and you a plastic surgeon. Ain't no way. The math was the math. It didn't add up. He said he had kids. We never seen them. He said his ex-wife had died, but he would never talk about it. Like it was weird. Every girl that he was in the section with, he asked to be their girlfriend or eat them out. Everybody was Will's girlfriend. Yeah, that's how he get the girls. He asked to eat you out. And
hold on.
Okay.
You lost me. What does he ask you?
He asked.
Nigga, you heard her.
No.
He asked the girls. He asked. And I don't bring that girl comment. Yep, he said she died from cancer, but no, he asked to eat you out. So like, he put you in a section. He take care of you all night. He gonna pay for everything. One thing about Will, if he messed with you, Will got the bill. Will with the bill. Let's call. He need a shirt that say Will with the bill. I need my money for that, Will, because I know he on here. One thing about Will, he always. So Will always had the bill.
But what that got to do with what he asked you?
Listen, so he always had the bill. So he gonna bring the girls in the section with the money. You know, in Atlanta, if a man paying for the section, everybody gonna go over there, so it's looking believable. Then after that, he gonna say he wants you to be his girlfriend. Like he go to church, he gonna invite you to church too. He every girl to church and say he gonna eat you out, and the girls just they on. Like, girl, you really believe this? And he take them and eat them.
Yo, Rich, hold on, Rich, cut it out.
These real life facts. Put me on record. I got proof of everything I'm saying. I lived the life with him for 3 months. It was like a movie.
Okay, but did he eat you out?
No, hell no.
Hold on. What's your name?
London.
London, stop lying to me.
Oh, ain't nobody lying to you. I got proof of that.
You got proof of what?
Oh, I got proof of that. I got proof of that. I
What?
was talking to one of Will's friends at the time. I never talked to Will. Yeah, I know somebody
Who you was talking to?
who talked to Will. She really need to get on here.
Who
Because she was his girlfriend for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks?
She was his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend before that. Then he had a girlfriend for another 3 weeks. Then he had another girlfriend for 3 weeks. Like every 3 weeks, he have a new girlfriend. And Rich be right there with the rotation. You be right there with the rotation. You be seeing it all go on.
You telling me Will was in the club 4 nights a week, paying for the bill.
7 nights.
7 nights.
7 nights a week.
And on church, and on Sunday he was in church.
Facts. He said his daddy a pastor. All my life I have text messages.
Yo, this nigga Will.
Daddy is a pastor, and so he takes the girls to church on Sunday. He took my friend to church, and she was like, "Oh, Will took us to church on Sunday, and he took us to the botanical garden." I was like, "Damn, Will took you to church. He paid for the second. He paid for her birthday whole weekend." So I guess he pick and choose who he spend the money on.
Yo, this nigga
You know,
Will,
the crazy part. Hold up, Rich, because you know what's sad about it. As funny as this is, it's some women and men who are in this live right now that are listening to how their investment was spent. Their investment was spent in the club, and then he take a chick home and eat her out on Sunday. This is crazy. Okay. Before we let you go, you said he was a surgeon?
Yeah, oh yeah, Dr. Will said he was a plastic surgeon. A lot of people wanted to get surgeries by him, and I always said, "What was your page name?" He called himself the construction scientist, and I said, "I can't find the page." He said, "Well, the hospital room had me remove it down because of some recent surgeries," and I'm like, "Will, that's not making sense to me." He said he had his own practice and did plastic surgery.
Yo, London.
Did he do your eyelashes?
Nah, he ain't do my.
Yo, London. Do you know Lewis?
Which Lewis?
Lou Johnson. You know my boy Lou that be with me all the time?
No.
Okay. He be with me and Will. He used to be outside.
No, I know a lot. I don't know if he gave me the right name, because some of y'all be switching y'all names up. You can't, but your crew be switching names up.
Yo, you got me. My crew is not shicey like that. Don't do that.
Will was
Don't do
in the
that.
crew. You was with it, Will, every night.
That's my guy.
And according to the shade room, you vouch for Will. Rich Dollars, what are you doing?
Well, yo, listen, and that's why me, you, in London, and the 520 people that's in here right now are hearing this story. Because I ain't never gonna put my name out there for shit. So yesterday, everybody was mad at me. Everybody was in my DMs like, "Yo, nigga, you vouching for this nigga, you piece of shit ass nigga." So you know what? So now it's me, you, London, and 520 of our closest friends are having a conversation, motherfucker. So here we are.
Yo, Rich, we getting you back on the shade room. We want you to change your testimony.
Yo.
Please, because you was out there. I ain't know I was out there. I had to.
Yo, London, you ain't know me either. You thought he was a good dude taking girls to church and eating box. You ain't have no idea. You ain't have
He
no
moved
idea.
on real fast. He moved on real fast. And he found the good ones too.
Oh, London, do me a favor. Hit me in the gram after you get off and just be like, "Yo, Richie, I just finished talking to you. This is London from Atlanta, yada, yada, yada." Because I'm trying to keep track of everybody we spoke to tonight. Because I have something else going on that I want everybody to be involved in.
Okay, turn the phone around. We want your friend on camera too before we leave. Get her back in here.
We want to see. So those are your. So those are
No,
your
turn her back around. Turn her back around.
And we ain't gonna turn her back around.
Those are her trucking contracts that Will was distributing.
That is a fact. I can put my money on that. That's the same contract she sent Will when he said he wanted to get 3 trucks. He got all text messages and videos with him in the sections all during the time. 3 months, super lit. Will. Yeah. Shout out to Will.
Although he did shifty shit.
He did some real shifty stuff.
I need some back.
What'd he do to y'all?
He using her contract to get the money.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's shicey. That's shicey. That's shicey.
For him, and I never run me my money to my brand name.
Oh,
so
my God.
File up the suit. We need to get in on this, but thank y'all.
I can't make this shit up, bro. Yo, London, hit me in the DMs and just be like, "Yo, Richie, it was me." Yo.
I got
Yo, you talk about a nigga leave with his wallet. This nigga leave with his wallet and I'm gonna eat the box. Do you understand? What kind of
Yo, yeah, I need my nigga Lewis. Lewis, men love and right. If you are in this chat right now, nigga, please hit that button. I need my nigga Lou here because, yo,
no, I need Will. I need Will back in.
Nigga, Will, let me see if Will came back. Will, where are you, bro? My comments ain't working no more.
Yo, Will, come on, you got to get back in.
Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Let's
no,
do this,
everybody tag Will. I don't care. Tag Will. Yo, stop, Rich. You got me over here.
I'm waiting for the next person. I thought she was coming in. Nobody coming in on your side?
No, not yet. And shout to my boy Soji. So I see you got that's a hot sweatshirt right there.
Oh yeah, shout out Soji, yo.
Yeah, shout to Soji. Soji, I need one.
My package came. They had the hot joint. Soji, if you listening, I need more of the workout shirts. You sent me the hoodies and the stuff like that. This is dope. You can send me this in all flavors, but a couple of workout shirts too, because you sent me only one workout shirt.
Yeah, I need my package, Soji. Very nice.
Yo, very, very nice. I will say that.
Oh my goodness.
QC Millie. Okay, nah, she's not in the room. That shit came up decline.
Yo, do you understand this man took these chicks to church?
Yo, my nigga.
This gets better and better. Like, you gotta be a real piece of crap.
Yolanda Smith. Yolanda Smith, are you in the room?
Oh my God.
She declined. All right. Amina. Let's see if she come in. Nothing.
Yo, this is gonna be up tomorrow on all platforms. This will be up first thing tomorrow on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. This will be everywhere.
Nigga,
hold up.
Hold on. My phone going up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Will.
Yo, the Urban Swindler is back.
Will. Nigga.
London.
Go ahead.
First off, London, somebody just said, I smashed everything. London was smashing my nigga, I smashed her too at the crib. So I don't never lie on my dick now. Let's start there.
Hold on. London said you ain't never hit it. London said you
I ain't never lied on my dick. We had a drunk night. She was at the crib. She left the next morning. So London, don't play. London, no, I smashed. I ain't never lied on my dick.
Hold on. Okay. Did you eat the box?
Yes. The fuck? My cousin smashed her best friend, and I smashed. Like, come on.
Okay,
yo,
listen. You are officially the Urban Swindler. Every single woman, there has literally been 10 women on this live who said,
I just smashed over 1,000 bitches. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, hold up. What do you have to say to all those women who said this dude is nothing but a fraud? He stole my money. He in the club 4 nights a week talking about he got to be performing surgery.
I've been to the club. Shit, I'm 15 years doing the same shit every fucking day. This is nothing new. We go back 5-10 years. Niggas been buying bottles of shit for a long time, my boy. This is nothing. I'm outside right now. You see, I got my hookah.
Okay, but I gotta ask you, real talk. I wanted to get you back in here because you even had a baby mother on here who said I ain't give him no money, but I gave him a baby.
That's not mine.
The girl from Charlotte. I think she said she's from Charlotte.
Rebecca? Yeah. Rebecca. Because I did smash. There was a chance I could have been the baby boy, so I was doing the right thing. Let me go ahead. Let me be there for you. Let me come show up. Baby came out. I was like, okay, not mine, and left.
What do you mean it's not yours?
Not mine. DNA test negative.
Yo, Will,
Rich.
you are on fire.
You said this. We made you built for TV. You said this shit is fucking ridiculous. I was like,
This is ridiculous, my boy. This is absolutely insane. So what about, okay, Sean, so what about the nigga said you was in the military with him for 10 years?
we was in the military from. I got out on active in 12. We all left in 12. We all talk all the time, back and forth messages, and then we linked back up. Probably 19, 20, right before COVID, we all started linking back up. Oh, shit.
And what happened with that $32,000 for the crew?
They all got their money. So me and Dennis got into it. Like I explained to you before. So they tried to charge us 40. It's supposed to be 30. Everybody signed their contract separately. Nobody. I just said here's the contract. Crew lawyers sent us the contract separately to everybody's email. They all signed individually. Me and Dennis got into it. I got the text messages and everything from when, but that's some legal shit. So, but it was like, we don't know him. We couldn't send out the contract without sending no fucking money. Ain't no contract without no money.
Right.
Did you steal?
Right,
did you steal London's friend's contract? And
No,
is that the contract?
No. So London was fucking with my nigga, right? He was like, "Hey, Will, I'll stay away from her because she out here scamming people." I'm like, "What? I'm gonna get through her." He was like, "Don't fuck with her. I'm telling you right now." I'm like, "All right, cool." And that was the end of that. Her friend was smashing my cousin. She actually bought her own ticket to fly to my cousin to go smash him while she's still legally married. So we gonna tell the whole truth. Like I said, we gonna talk offline. We got shit. We got all the stuff. Our phone right here with all the receipts for everything.
So this is a mess.
So hold on.
Hold on, Sean. When you get off in 10 minutes, because me and Louis just got done talking too. Me and you and Richard talking, you'll probably be like, okay, everything makes sense now. And he was like, okay, now I see why I can not say some stuff.
Okay, fair enough. There was a young lady who called in. She was actually from Atlanta. I forget her name.
Oh, Steph.
Who?
Steph.
Steph. There you go. She seemed very poised. She was highly educated.
Me and Steph was for a minute. Like that was my girl. That was my girl. And then she was like, "Hey, Will, I can't do this shit no more with you." I'm like, "I bet." So we ended things. So it wasn't like we were just friends. We and Steph was together.
Then she said they wasn't together, no, Sean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She said y'all wasn't together.
Like I said, when we get offline, we'll talk. And I'll show you all that stuff.
Okay. Wow. Rich, can you add one of these ladies back in this call? Because I would love. Somebody is not telling the truth here, and it's to me is insane that you have all of these women with these accusations against you.
I am on here.
London, I ain't smashed.
Will, no. So you wasn't smashing Erica. You didn't. Let's address this money and stuff because it took for me to say all of that for you to get on live. It took for me to say that for you to get on live.
My nigga, I'm outside. Somebody say, come outside. I was like, hold on, get back on right now. Me and you ain't smashed?
No. Will, are you serious right now?
Will, don't lie. I never lied on my dick in my life.
Will.
Don't do that.
Listen. Will, please, you had cameras in your house. Pull the cameras. You have cameras in your house.
And you was there all the time.
Please pull the cameras. You have cameras in your house.
You said make sure.
Let's talk about all the real stuff that happened. Let's talk about you telling everybody that you use my Airbnbs and you stealing money from all these girls and using Dominique contracts.
No,
we can't.
I have the receipts. I have the. Hold on, y'all.
You got to talk one at a time. You have to talk one at a time.
London, did you smash Will?
No, never smashed Will. I got a list of people Will smash, but Will has never smashed me.
Okay. Well, okay.
Okay, Will. So Will, what? So you a plastic surgeon?
We'll sit there and tell that lie.
So are you a plastic surgeon?
We'll sit there and tell that lie because you know I fucking.
Are you a plastic surgeon, Will?
You know I fucking smash.
Are you a plastic surgeon? The only thing you can talk about is you so-called smashing me, but you still can't address nothing else. So are you a plastic surgeon?
So-called smash.
Are you a plastic surgeon?
Thank you, because LJ was there tonight. Thank you, finally, my nigga.
What was LJ doing?
At the crib. Every time we
what was LJ doing?
We went back. Huh?
What was
LJ, okay, so
LJ,
so
LJ
Will
having a threesome. He was having a threesome.
Will.
No,
Will.
ma'am.
Hold on, London.
Yeah.
London. Put your friend back in the camera. He said he didn't take her contract.
No. Yeah, she don't even want to talk about it no more. Like, ain't nobody playing with Will. Like in real life, nobody playing with Will. Will is on the run and hiding for a reason. Will can't face nobody. That's why he hiding behind the screen, because he's lying. You think over 500 people lying on you?
Ain't nobody running.
So all of us lying on you. So everybody in the world right now lying on you. None of them girls reached out to me and said that you use my Airbnbs to make money.
What Airbnb? Show that to me, like, what Airbnb, bro?
Will, so you never asked me your Airbnb for you at the place that you lived at across from Lily's. You never asked me to do Airbnbs for you?
Asking and doing is two different things.
Did I do any Airbnbs for you, though? You told them girls that I did your Airbnb so you could get their money. Did I ever do an Airbnb for you?
No.
So why did you tell them that you did? I did your Airbnb so you could steal money from them.
Who gave me money for a fucking Airbnb?
What's the name? It's 3 girls in my inbox saying the same thing. Will, they reached out to me because they said that you mentioned the Fabulous Factory. You mentioned my company. And you used Dominique's trucking contract. You said you wanted 3 trucks from her, and
I was getting 3 trucks.
Contract, and you never signed.
I was getting 3 trucks, and then Lloyd was like, "I want to fuck with her." I was like, because she outside, nobody they fucking with that. Say like.
He said what? I can't hear.
He said Lloyd said that Will said he was getting 3 trucks from you, and then somebody named Lloyd said, "Don't fuck with her, because she be outside and she's scamming."
They talking about my friend trucking company. She's the one who had trucks, and he never went with it. Will said he wanted to sign up for the trucks, never did, and he sent the contract to the girls. The girls are in my inbox saying that these are the companies that he used to get the money from them. Did you take their money from them or not, Will?
No, not for no fucking trucks. Not for Dominique.
I see transactions. They sent me the screenshots of the transactions.
Shots too. Yeah, that's London.
Okay, y'all, I'm done. Will said he lying. This many people not lying on you, Will. You telling me over 20 people saying you stole their money, even men, and you ain't take nobody money?
No.
I know that's right. I still fuck with you, Will. Save face, do your thing. You need a whole documentary. I'm happy for you because you gonna blow up off this, but I'm done, y'all, because Will lying.
London, did you sleep with Will? No.
Where's Stephanie at?
She already know I had bitches coming out the house on camera. That's why she know about the cameras. She ain't.
Uh-oh. LJ, here come LJ. LJ. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I'm just trying to get me a little haircut before the night starts. That's all.
Nigga, when you hit my thing, you trying to come in here to say something?
Man, all I'm gonna say is, Will, just make right. If you have any wrong, just make right. And you know me and you, we didn't have our differences.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about you. You know what I'm saying? You still my boy, but you know niggas they go through shit. But all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm just trying to encourage you to do the right thing before shit.
London, I mean, LJ.
You know what I'm saying?
LJ.
We didn't have our faults, and we can talk off camera about that. I'm not gonna put our business out there.
LJ.
Yeah.
Did Will smash London?
Woo!
LJ,
Did Will smash London?
LJ been out the house.
Oh man. Hey.
Did Will smash London? He says yes, she says no. That's what I want to know.
All I'm gonna say is I spent a lot of time on the other side of that apartment doing my thing, and I can't speak on that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But
Come on, LJ.
you can tell who smashed and who didn't smash, and they stayed the night.
Oh, so you saying LJ? You saying London stayed the night?
I didn't say she stayed the night. I'm saying you can tell what girls that gave it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's a simple question. It's a yes or no
body
question,
language.
bro. Did London spend the night?
I'm not answering that.
Oh man, come on, LJ. LJ, come on, bro.
Come on.
Come on, bro. Yo, we got 75 people in the room, and I swear to God, I would like to get to all of them because I know.
All right, Rich. You see what time it is.
Hold up, the T girl finally stepped up. Oh no, she declined. She sent a request and she declined.
We already know who that is.
She sent a request and she declined. All right, yo, it is 9:57. All right, yo, Will, hit me when you done, bro. Hit me.
No. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hit me.
I'm gonna tell you something. Will, can you hear me?
Nah,
Will, can you hear me? Who went out? Me?
Nah, I hear you.
Okay. Will, can you hear me?
Nah. Oh, there you
go. All right, y'all know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yo, I hate to turn it off. You want to? I got 475 people in the room, bro. I hate to see these people leave without.
You can take one more, but you already know where I'm at.
Oh, you're starving. Anyway, so yo, listen.
Nah, take one more. Go ahead, take one more.
All right.
But what I was gonna say, Will, if you're listening, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, that was a bold move for him to get back in here.
It was.
I didn't expect him to come back. I really didn't.
I didn't expect him to get back in here either. He's a bold dude. He's definitely a bold dude. So I try to let nobody coming in on your side.
Yeah, they right here.
Hello.
Hey, y'all got me in this motherfucking bathroom lit as fuck.
What?
Y'all got me in this bathroom lit as fuck. Like hella lit.
You gotta look in the camera. You gotta look in the camera.
See, y'all want me to look in the camera when I'm looking bummy as fuck right now.
So why'd you hit the request? Why'd you hit the button then?
I don't care how I look. Fuck these people. They don't know me in real life.
Okay.
Are you on the toilet?
Huh?
Are you on the toilet?
No, I'm not. I'm in the bathroom. Y'all got me drinking like a motherfucker.
Mama, do you know?
Y'all got me fucking.
Do you know Will?
No, I don't know Will, but Will, you better run, my nigga. You better run.
Yo, hold on. What you mean we got you drinking?
Listen to the whole conversation. Y'all got me drinking like a motherfucker.
Yo, why you drinking?
God damn.
Hold up.
Prince, you about to get blocked. You are about to get blocked.
Hold on. What is that you drinking?
Are you drinking Cisco? I don't know what that shit is.
It's lemonade or Mike.
That looked like Ripple.
Lemonade.
No, that's Ripple.
Ripple.
No, but it's lemonade hard Mike though, but it's good. But I got one thing I want to say though.
Go ahead, say it.
It's some fucked up shit going on. It's some fucked up shit. Y'all niggas rich, you about to get your ass blocked.
What I do? I ain't do shit.
You set that nigga up. That's what you did.
I said, who what?
Will up. That nigga Will going to motherfucking jail.
That nigga not going to no jail. That nigga not
That
going to no
nigga
jail.
going to jail.
No.
That nigga going to motherfucking jail.
What is your name? What's your name?
Yeah, he about to block your ass. He about to block your ass.
What are you blocking me for? I ain't did shit.
That nigga stupid as hell. And then the nigga try to lie and say that it's multiple girls. My question is, how the fuck he gonna sit there and get mad because I believe all girls telling the truth from one.
No, I don't know now. I don't know now.
I said, nah, I believe all girls telling the truth.
Okay.
Because for one, why the fuck do he always gotta get off the line? You know what I'm saying? If you can't stay it up front in front of these people, say it. How you feel like, my nigga, you already caught up? Why do he always get off the line?
Yo, the nigga came back in the conversation. He ain't have to come back in the conversation. Now everybody gonna get mad at me and say I'm defending Will. I can't see the comments because the moderator's up.
But you want to set it up. That nigga's a...
All I did was I wanted everybody to have a
You ain't serious.
Hold on. What is your name, miss? What is your name?
You ain't for that. If that nigga finna block you, my nigga, that nigga finna block your ass after this goddamn live.
Okay.
Anyway, all right.
You done set that nigga up.
I ain't set nobody up.
You better stop drinking that Ripple.
That nigga said Ripple. Yo, once again, man, this is Wednesday night. You know what it is. It's the Boys Club. It's Richie D, Sean P. We just having a good time. Tonight, we had the Urban Tender Swindler.
No, it ain't no He just the urban swindler.
It's just the urban swindler. My nigga Will was here. We got some conversation from the women that allegedly, because I can't, you know what I mean? They say allegedly that he bamboozled them and did that. But anyway, long story long, if you're a woman and you've been affected by by Dr. Will and you want to be a part of this class action suit, that please DM me, DM Sean, and we won't accept your money until we win. But yo, it's been real, yo. Thank y'all for coming out, man. This was an amazing night. For real, this was an amazing night. Next Wednesday, same bad time, same bad channel. Sean, you got the last word, bro.
Okay, for everybody, Rich, all jokes aside, Rich Dollars, Sean Prez, we are the Boys Club. Every Wednesday night, we have very real, in-depth relationship conversations coming from the male perspective. Join us here 7:30 each and every Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. This episode will be up tomorrow on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, the whole nine. It will also be on YouTube if you just want to watch it. But we do have it on the streaming platforms in case you're sitting at your desk and you don't want your boss to know that you're listening to this podcast. Much love and continued blessings, and I'm hoping that some of the ladies tonight who are affected, how about that, by this urban swindler, hopefully y'all got a little bit of closure and got one step closer to getting your money back. And to Will, and to Freddie, Maggie, Williams III, I thank you for calling in. I appreciate the fact that you were bold enough to come in that second time. I love it, man. Looking forward to speaking to you offline. All right, y'all. Peace and love. See y'all next week.
Peace and love. Next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Woo! What a night. 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 What a night.